Hey Boos, it's Brittany and this is my new YouTube channel. I'm super excited because it's my first video and I'm talking with Liv from MetaPsyckicks. She did a pet reading for me and our new dog that we rescued in August named Turtle. He has a few personality quirks we haven't been able to quite figure out, so we were hoping she could help us with those. She also talks with our old dog Tater, who we had for many, many years and we miss so much. I'm super excited for you guys to watch and I hope you enjoy. Woo! Okay, sweet.
Your dog, it's really funny.
Yes, this is Turtle.
Hi, Turtle. And they're a boy?
Yeah, he's a boy. We just rescued him in August.
Okay, that's really funny. So
So,
have you ever had a pet psychic reading before?
no.
Okay, let me ask where you found me then, because that lets me know how much you do or don't know about me based on how much,
So I follow you guys on YouTube.
okay, so then you know everything, so I don't need to
Yeah.
explain too much.
Kind of fangirling right now.
No, that's okay. I always tell people that when people tell me that, I immediately go to my husband and say somebody thought I was cool. And then
Yo, the
so
coolest in my book.
well, thank you. Let me just explain a little bit how my readings go, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Cool. Sorry. So if at any point in time during your reading, I like make funny faces or look one way or the other, it's just because I'm perceiving things. I've had people get offended that I was like texting their gangster or something, and that's not the case.
No.
And if you see me writing stuff down, it's just because I am. The information I get for your animal is for them. And no matter how silly or the way it comes in, I want to make sure that I say it because sometimes it comes in fast. So I just write so I don't forget things. If what I say makes sense, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too, because I can be wrong or the information will make sense later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or I have to process it.
Yeah, because sometimes I've said things and then people and I can't figure it out, and then people will email me back and be like, "I know what you were talking about, or it just happened." And I'm like, "Well, that's good. That makes
The
me feel
aha moment.
yeah." And if there's any questions I don't talk about or touch upon, please feel free to ask me.
Okay.
Cool. So, what questions do you have, and who are we talking to today? We can talk to more than one
So I
animal.
thought we'd just start first with Turtle because like I said, we rescued him. So I kind of was like wondering if you were able to pick up kind of on his backstory, like with the family he had before. Because when I rescued him, the rescue told me one thing about why he was um given to a shelter, and then they rescued him from the shelter. So I'm just curious if what they told me the reasons were why they, I guess, took him there. If that kind of makes sense, because what they told me, he kind of does, but we were able to correct the behavior really quickly. So things
Okay.
didn't really add up.
From his point of view, he tells me that he was like in a bad living condition. Like he was in an apartment and the people that had him did not have time for him, if that makes sense. So
It does.
if there were any issues, it was because of his circumstances and the people around him. It was that like nature versus nurture thing, and he did not get the nurturing.
Yeah, I kind of get that from his behaviors.
Okay. Yeah, does he bark a lot and is he very unconfident?
Yes.
Okay, because that's the first thing I wrote down was unconfident barking.
Hmm.
um Now I know this is gonna sound really weird, but do you have a grandmother that's passed, possibly related to your husband? Is your husband like a bigger guy?
He's tall. Yeah.
Okay, because there's a woman, she's a little bit shorter and she's like a little round, and her face is also very round, and she is just super cute.
Good.
So, do you have like a hallway in your house over to your left?
Yes.
If he ever looks in the hallway, it's because she's like waving to him.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I feel like she thinks that he kind of didn't get a very good head start in life, so she's kind of like his little spiritual guide.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
a better word.
Yeah,
So,
so what I had got from the rescue was that he was taken to the shelter because I believe they lived in an apartment from what it kind of sounded like, and he barked all the time when
mhm.
they were at work. So I don't know if that was an issue with maybe other neighbors and they just couldn't keep him anymore, but I have a feeling he might speak Spanish. Are you getting anything like that? Because I feel like whenever Spanish speaking things come on TV or like mariachis there, he gets very he barks at the TV and then he gets nervous and hides under the kitchen table.
Okay. Um, do you
So
know?
here I've been learning Spanish words to try to tell her.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Communicate with him.
did you try using Spanish? I feel like that is correct, but I don't think they taught him things in Spanish.
Okay.
So I don't think he has any very good like commands, so you can teach him things that aren't Spanish, but I do think that's correct. Yeah, I just feel like the reason he was barking is because he was unconfident. They didn't give him like a space necessarily to make him feel safe, and when they would leave, there was a lot of things going on in the apartment, whether it be in the hallway or next door or outside. I don't think it was in a very like quiet area. And I don't think there was places for him to go outside necessarily to go potty. They might have had like a little terrace or something.
Okay.
But yeah, there wasn't like a place for him to go run around.
So that was another one of my little like sub things for you is he does pee everywhere in my house. Like we finally just bought a doggy door so he's able to come and go now. Where
Mhm.
before I'd have to keep taking him out and out. But it's almost like a marking thing. Like where if I leave my kids' backpacks on the floor, he will pee on it. Or um I find and I don't know if it's just is he claiming us like he's
Mhm.
this is my family, this is my house now. I'm trying to figure out a way to make that kind of stop.
Um, so yeah, I don't think he had a place to necessarily go to the bathroom, and it
Mhm.
wasn't structured. He's so cute.
Wanna say hi.
And it wasn't structured even if he did. So, do you have cats in the house?
No.
Okay. Is it just him in the house or is there
Yes.
any other
Well,
animals?
I have a frog and some fish.
Okay, just him. Got it. Yeah, he's talking about cats. So I don't know if the people before him had cats possibly, but he is doing it in a way of like all of these things are mine. So there might have been competition in the house that he was in before,
Okay.
as well as just potty problems. So you can try this. And this is just not as this isn't as a medium, it's just as like a person. They make this like spray that's supposed to cover the scent of things so that animals will stop peeing on them. I don't think it's like something that we can smell, but it's something that they can smell. And I think you can buy it on like Chewy or a normal website or something. But
That a shot.
yeah, I would try and look it up. It's like a pheromone pee
Yeah,
spray
I
or
had something that was like, but I think it's more like after they pee in that spot, you spray it, and it's supposed to make them not keep going in that same spot. But
something.
um, yeah,
Sorry, he's really funny.
no, I mean, look at that face. That's the reason why he got rescued. Is his picture with his underbite and that snaggle tooth coming out, and the name Turtle underneath him.
Yeah, that's really funny. Um,
And I don't know if Turtle was his original name or if that's something the rescue gave him. I don't even know if he likes the name Turtle, to be honest with you.
how long have you had him? Just a couple
Since
months?
August.
Okay, August. So it's been almost a year.
Hmm.
Um, it's they tell me it's like a little bit of both. I don't know what that means. It might have been like if the people that surrendered him were just like giving a name that's a little bit weird. So he's not very old. He's only like a year, right?
He's actually 3, is what they told me.
3? Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's just lived a very like transient life.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like he's got very much abandonment issues. He's, like you said, uncertain of himself. He really gravitates to me. Like, he's my shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I and not so much with my husband. He was the first day we got him, and I think because he was trying to get himself a new home, so he knew who to like talk to. But after day one, as I was like, "Yay, you got a new buddy!" And then it's been like my third child now that just wants to touch me and be next on me at all times.
Yeah. He does like your husband though. He talks about him. He likes his energy and is like very like Does he call him like his little buddy or something?
Not usually. Sometimes I
No?
don't even know if they're likes him anymore because of the peeing and stuff. I think he's just frustrated. Not
No,
that he
I
doesn't
think
like him, because they do have their time. Like they go on their own little walk together. Like he'll come and lay his face right on the like couch and like it's time. Take me on my walk.
that's really
But
funny.
that's like their like I tell him, I'm like, I know you hate it, but it's your bonding time. Like
Pure man bonding. Yeah.
mhm.
That's really funny. Yeah, he does. He likes your husband a lot. But for you, you just have a more like calming presence and you run the household and he sees that.
Okay,
So all of the stuff that you do around the house, he's like, okay, so if I need something, she's the one that does everything.
got it. And then I've got two littles. I've got a son that just turned 6 on Sunday, and then I've got a daughter that is 8.
Okay.
So I was just wondering what his thoughts on them were.
I think he favors your son a little bit more than your daughter. Uh, she, it's funny. He makes me feel like when they look at each other, it's kind of like they're looking at strangers. Like she understands him and wants to get him, and he wants to get her, but they're just a little too different. If that
Mhm.
she wants like a dog that will snuggle up and like be lovey on her, and he's more of the one that will just like be in the room, but if you move towards him, he'll like walk away, which is a little funny. But yeah, has anyone have any of your little children tried to chase him?
Oh, yeah. It's
Okay.
it's the little
Okay, the boy.
boy. Yeah.
He's like, I really like to be chased.
Sometimes I have to say, like, give him some space, like, because plus I don't really know him. Like, I don't know if he's gonna like, and he's never like bit at all. If anything, it's just him. Like, he doesn't have hands to push him away, so that's his way of like, get out of here, you know. So I don't
Mhm,
fear that he's gonna ever hurt my kids, but
mhm.
I was wondering. Sometimes my son can be a little bit too much. Like, does he feel the same? Or is he like, that's just my buddy and I deal with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, he really does like your son, like his little buddy, and he does understand when he gets a little too pushy that he has to like y- Turtle has to sort of bring himself down and be like, okay, we're not going to do that. And your son does start to get it, like, oh, okay, never mind.
Mhm. Yeah.
Do you have like a sprinkler or a hose in the backyard?
Yes.
He
Well, the
really like
hose.
he likes the sprinkler or the hose he's talking about,
Oh, really? Okay.
which is funny. He thinks it's interesting and funny.
Which is weird because I didn't think he liked water.
Yeah, he
'Cause
thinks it's
every time I try to give him a bath, like, it's Armageddon. Like, I can't even take him to the groomers because when I tried to, they, like, were like, "You're gonna need to sedate him when you bring him
oh
back."
oh goodness.
Yeah, like, he gets into, like, Cujo mode, you know? So,
Goodness.
I don't even know what like, I'm like, maybe as he acclimates, like, that'll be something we could tackle. He's a
Yeah,
little more confident,
he
but I
finds
just
it interesting just like the way it does things. I don't
got
know,
it.
like goes the spray or whatever. My dog
Okay,
also doesn't like baths and she's a water dog.
got it.
So she loves the hose, but as soon as you put her in the back, you hear like Sarah McLachlan like playing when she's in so
What else do I have here? Oh, so my brother's got a dog named Luna.
Mhm.
So that's his new cousin. Do you pick up on anything? Because
Is she like a medium-sized dog that is multicolored, like white and gray or white and black?
yeah.
Okay. Um, he might be mean towards her. Have they met before?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I feel like he's a little bossy towards her.
Oh, okay.
Not that it isn't a bad thing, but I would like if he seems like he's pushing his buttons a little too much, I'd be like, okay, hey, you can't do that. Don't be a jerk. Because he kind of he really likes her and she likes him, but she tells me that he pushes his boundaries a little too much if he like wants to be a little man and she's like, why are you being a jerk? This is not fun. Um, you said who was this? Your
This is my
brother?
brother's dog. So
Okay.
she's
Your
like
sis-
aggressively friendly, is what they like to call it. So when she plays, like she's very verbal. So it sounds like, so that's why she doesn't really play a lot with a lot of other dogs because I think she comes off a little intimidating, but they get on really well.
That's good. That's good. Has he met your brother's wife?
Yes.
He really likes your brother's wife.
Okay. She kinda
Um,
reminds me of you, actually. You guys, like, kinda have the same kind of hair and skin tone and stuff, so
that's funny. Does she, like, bake a lot, or does their house smell like cookies or something?
it could. Her mom bakes, but the
Okay,
mom is a baker, so I wouldn't be surprised if she bakes things too.
that's funny because he, like, talks about when they go over their house smells different, so that's
Yeah, I
really
don't
fun.
know if he's never been to her house, but we go to my mom's house, and so that's where the dogs meet and they, like, play because we usually go there, like, on Saturday nights or Sunday nights for, like, family gathering for a birthday or whatnot, so it's about once or twice a month they get to go to Mimi's house and go play.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, whatever their house smells like, he likes it. It's very,
Okay.
like, for him. So, um, okay, do you have another question for me?
Just kind of was wondering about one of my dogs that have passed, my other brothers and sisters, that's what they were kind of interested in. His name was Tater.
Is he, like, a dark colored dog?
Actually similar, he was, pug beagle mix, so a puggle.
Okay. Was he chubby?
Mm, more lazy, not so much chubby.
And he was the same color?
Mhm.
Um, did he live to be, like, in his teens?
Yeah,
Okay. Was there 4 siblings?
yes.
Yeah, he is very lazy. So I'm just trying to, like, make sure I'm talking to the right dog. I'm like, "Can you tell me things about what they like to confirm who he is?" Was he close to your mom, or did he just spend a lot of time with your mom?
He lived with my mom at their house. He was, like, the shared family dog
Okay.
before, like, I moved out and got married and stuff.
Yeah, because he talks about, his life was pretty quiet, especially with your mom. Like, they just existed together, like roommates kind of, which is really
Mhm.
fun. Do you have specific questions for him?
Just, if they just wanna know if, like, if he, had a good life, if he knew that we loved him, and, when we had to, put him down, I have a little bit of guilt because I sent my brother. He was the strong one to take him and be the final one to be there with him while he passed. So
Okay.
I just have a little guilt, like, that I wasn't there to do it because it was hard for me.
Yeah. He's not upset about that. He kinda makes a joke about it. Did one of your brothers have a skateboard when you guys were growing up?
Yes,
Because he's talking about is that the brother that took him in?
they both did. So, like, probably.
Okay, because he's talking about watching them do skateboard tricks.
Okay.
He thought was just funny. Because I see it, like, from his point of view, so you, like, just see, like, the bottom of the tires and, like, you're laying outside just chilling out, and the kids are, like, hitting themselves with skateboards, maybe me, which is really funny. So, yeah, he wants to say that he was very tired when you guys put him down.
Okay.
Like, his chest and his lungs and stuff felt very heavy, so you guys did make the right decision, so there
Okay.
think that you didn't.
Yeah.
Is he also said people did you guys try to keep it from him?
Keep
Like
what?
like, that you put him down, like, don't talk about it in front of him?
Oh, maybe. I mean, I could remember coming over to my mom's and we were all sitting on the living room floor, like having our, like, last snuggle, like saying goodbye,
Okay.
like, ceremony, if you will. And then I just, because I kind of, blocked that out too. I don't remember if it was that same day or if it was maybe the next day my brother took him.
Okay. Yeah, he
But
makes me feel like it was the next day,
okay.
but, he said everyone was being, like, very weird about it, which is why I asked.
That's that was probably why. Yeah, we didn't, like, explain, like, you're gonna go.
Mhm.
Does he
Um,
hang out with anybody? Like, I mean,
so is your mom's father passed?
yes.
And is he more of kind of like a gruff guy? Like he is a very like we just have to get it done type of man?
I can see that. He was ex-military. He was a postman.
Okay, because he uh so every time a soul passes, whether it's a person or an animal, another soul comes to get them to show them their way to heaven. And
Okay.
if your grandfather came to do that, and he very much was like, all right, let's go.
Oh, I love that.
Like
Okay.
that sort of idea of like, I'm here to get you. We're gonna go
Let's
over.
all
Did he
right.
have
Yeah.
the hats too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because there's like a larger man. He has a little bit of facial hair and he's wearing like one of the outdoor hats with like the brims, kind of
Okay.
like a cross between like a savannah hat and a fishing hat.
Okay.
So that's really funny.
He's having a leisure time up there with Grandpa. All right.
Mhm. Did he like to go in the woods, like for walks? Did he bring his
Not
like
he like I said, he was a lazy dog, so half the time he was in the dog stroller. He'd go for rides, if you will. I don't know if he was ever really a walker.
Okay. Well, maybe your grandfather does that because he shows me that they go for like very leisurely strolls,
Oh, okay, cool.
which is funny. Do you have any other questions for me before I go?
No, I think that's it. That was just mostly, if there was anything that he would like us to do to help him with this transition or something that we're doing that maybe he doesn't like. I was kind of just trying to figure him out because his birthday is coming up. So this was kind of like our happy birthday. Let's figure out what the heck you want us to do for you.
Yeah, he really likes his food,
I'm
which is
sure
which
he was
is
very skinny when we first got him, and he is no longer. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah, he just is he's confident, but he's nervous. He just doesn't know if the things in his life are going to stay in his life still. So when he gets unconfident, it's because of that. And that I think translates into going potty in the house with along with the fact that he didn't have like that regiment or routine of like, okay, going potty is for outside, not inside. And he's never had someone like have him ask to go outside either. So his idea of going potty is okay, I have to go, so I go, but also I'm going to go in these areas because it makes me feel like these things can't be taken away because they're mine
got it.
type
So
of
maybe
thing.
because it's the kids' backpacks, it's like the kids' scent, maybe. And
Well, and they also leave the house and come back. And he's like, no, these are the things that stay here.
got it. Okay.
So yeah, maybe putting them up might help a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Well, now that I'm smelling it, yeah.
all right. Well, it's been lovely meeting you, Brittany. I hope I was
You
able
too.
to
And congratulations on your new
thank you.
little.
Thank
I'm
you. He's been taking
excited.
me the whole time.
He was.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
awake.
I'm excited for you and excited to see your progress.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good day.
Thanks. You too. Thanks again for all your help and guidance.
Of course. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I want to thank Liv from MetaPsyckicks for doing that pet reading for our family and letting us record and share it with all of you. So do me a favor and hit that thumbs up and like this video and subscribe to my new channel so you can see more videos like this and some more fun videos that I have in store for you. Ghosting you till next time. Peace.